Thank you, Senator Murray, who has been such a great leader on this issue, as well as Senator Baldwin. I'm proud to be joined by them and our guests from Planned Parenthood and the Guttmacher Institute. Okay. We're here today to decry the backdoor abortion ban that Republicans have put in to their reconciliation bill, to their appropriations reconciliation bill. We're going to fight it with everything we have. It is wildly unpopular with the American people. Just you look at every corner of America, and Americans want to preserve a woman's right to choose. The Dobbs case reversed that. The Supreme Court, stacked by hard right ideologues, undid the decision undid abortion rights in the awful Dobbs case, reversing Roe. 3 years later, 21 states following through have significantly restricted the right to choose. 14 have total abortion bans. But that's not good enough for our Republican colleagues. They want every state to have a ban, and what they do is they make abortion inaccessible to so many millions of women who want them. In states like Texas, maternal mortality is spiking. Since Dobbs, 1 in 5 people have to travel great distances across state lines and wait weeks just to get care. And just think about it. A woman, it's a difficult decision for women, many women. And then to make them travel and be alone and find a hotel room and then go to a clinic that they're not even familiar with under these traumatic circumstances, that alone is cruel enough. But these fanatics, these anti-choice fanatics, will stop at nothing. And when we hear these horrible statistics and what's happening, what's the reaction of Senate Republicans? They double down. They want to double their efforts on their crusade against women's health care and their right to choose. Right now, as we speak, Republicans are trying to jam through one of the most extreme radical provisions deep in this big, ugly betrayal. 2 nasty provisions. One was in the House. Now they've added another one to defund Planned Parenthood and eliminate coverage for comprehensive reproductive care from the marketplace, the ACA marketplace, adding tens of millions more women who will not have access to the right to choose. Under the Republican bill, 200 Planned Parenthood centers would close. More than 90% of these closures would be in states where abortion is legal, where the voters of the state, the people of the state, have decided they want to keep the right to choose for women. So don't let Republicans try to tell you this is about states' rights. That's not what they're trying to do. This is a national bill. If they believed in state rights, they'd have no provisions, neither of these provisions in the bill. In all, under these awful provisions, 1 in 4 abortion providers nationwide would be eliminated. 1 in 4. And on ACA coverage, Republicans are trying to prevent tens of millions of Americans who get health coverage from their state marketplace from being able to access abortion. This is not alone what's bad in the bill. The Medicaid cuts are even worse. You couldn't think the House bill, you couldn't think the Senate could do worse than the House when it came to Medicaid, but they sure did. It means Republicans are looking to rip away health care from millions more Americans. The callousness doesn't stop there. They're also fighting to take Americans' rights away in terms of reproductive rights. So let's make no mistake about it. This is a backdoor abortion ban snuck into the bill by the Republican senators because they, unlike their constituencies, are vehemently anti-choice. Well, right now, Senate Democrats will fight these devastating and deadly measures with everything we got, everything, including the bird bath. One of these provisions might well be susceptible to the bird bath. We don't know, but we're certainly going to make the argument against both provisions. And they both might be susceptible, one a little more than the other. But the Senate Democrats, we stand together. We fight back against Republicans every step of the way. And because, as Abe Lincoln said, public sentiment is everything, and public sentiment is completely on our side, we will win this fight. We will never stop fighting till we do. Tammy Baldwin.